Today our topic is the difference between knowledge and wisdom. Let us start by understanding what these two words mean. Knowledge is the information, facts, and skills that we gain through learning, education, and experience. It is what we know. For example, you can read a book about how to ride a bicycle and understand the theory, but that does not mean you can ride it. Knowledge is like having the map of a place, but wisdom is knowing how to use that map to reach your destination. Wisdom is the ability to use knowledge in a practical and meaningful way. It is about understanding life, making good decisions, and knowing what is truly important. Wisdom comes from experience, reflection, and learning from our mistakes. Knowledge is knowing that a tomato is a fruit, but wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad. Let me give you an example. Imagine two people. The first person has read many books, studied hard, and knows a lot of facts. They can tell you the capital of every country, explain complex scientific theories, and recite famous poems. The second person has not read as many books or studied as much, but they have lived a full life. They have faced challenges, made mistakes, and learned from them. They know how to handle difficult situations, how to stay calm under pressure, and how to treat people with kindness and respect. Who do you think is wiser? The second person, of course. Knowledge is important, but wisdom is what helps us live a good life. Now, let us talk about how we can gain wisdom. One way is through experience. Life is our greatest teacher. Every day, we face situations that test us, challenge us, and teach us something new. When we make mistakes, we learn what not to do next time. When we succeed, we learn what works. But experience alone is not enough. We must also reflect on our experiences. This means thinking about what happened, why it happened, and what we can learn from it. Reflection helps us understand the deeper meaning of our experiences and how they can guide us in the future. Another way to gain wisdom is by learning from others. We do not have to go through every experience ourselves to learn from it. We can listen to the stories of people who have lived through similar situations. We can read books, watch movies, or talk to mentors who have wisdom to share. By learning from others, we can avoid making the same mistakes they made and benefit from their knowledge and insights. Wisdom also involves understanding ourselves. To be wise, we must know who we are, what we value, and what we want from life. This self-awareness helps us make decisions that are true to ourselves and that align with our goals and values. It also helps us understand and empathize with others, which is an important part of wisdom. When we understand ourselves, we can better understand the people around us and build stronger, more meaningful relationships. Now, let us talk about Stoicism, which is a philosophy that can help us gain wisdom. Stoicism teaches us to focus on what we can control and let go of what we cannot control. This is a very wise approach to life. Many people waste their time and energy worrying about things they cannot change, like the weather, other people's opinions, or the past. But the Stoics tell us that we should focus on our own thoughts, actions, and attitudes, because these are the things we can control. By doing this, we can live a more peaceful and fulfilling life. Stoicism also teaches us to accept whatever happens in life with calmness and courage. Life is full of challenges, and we cannot always avoid them, but we can choose how we respond to them. The Stoics believe that every challenge is an opportunity to grow stronger and wiser. When we face difficulties with a positive attitude, we learn valuable lessons and become better people. This is why Stoicism is such a powerful tool for gaining wisdom. Now, let us think about how we can apply wisdom in our daily lives. One way is by making better decisions. Wiser people do not act impulsively or based on emotions. They take the time to think about their options, consider the consequences, and make choices that are in their best interest. They also think about how their decisions will affect others and try to act in a way that is fair and kind. Another way to apply wisdom is by being patient. Life is not always easy, and things do not always go as planned. But wise people understand that good things take time. They do not rush or force things to happen. Instead, they trust the process and have faith that everything will work out in the end. Patience is a key part of wisdom because it helps us stay calm and focused, even when things are difficult. Wisdom also helps us deal with failure and disappointment. No one likes to fail, but it is a natural part of life. Wiser people know that failure is not the end of the world. It is just a stepping stone on the path to success. When they fail, they do not give up. They learn from their mistakes, adjust their approach, and try again. This resilience is a sign of wisdom. Finally, wisdom helps us find meaning and purpose in life. Wiser people do not just live for themselves. They think about how they can contribute to the world and make a positive difference. They understand that true happiness comes from helping others and living a life that is meaningful and fulfilling. This sense of purpose gives them direction and motivation, even in difficult times. In conclusion, knowledge and wisdom are both important, but they are not the same. Knowledge is about knowing facts and information, while wisdom is about understanding life and making good decisions. We can gain wisdom through experience, reflection, learning from others, and understanding ourselves. Stoicism is a philosophy that can help us become wiser by teaching us to focus on what we can control, accept challenges with courage, and live with purpose. By applying wisdom in our daily lives, we can make better decisions, be more patient, deal with failure, and find meaning and purpose. So let us strive to be not just knowledgeable, but also wise. Because knowledge can help us understand the world, but wisdom can help us live a good life.